Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Canada Immigration. We hope you're doing great. Well, in this video, we'll talk about PR, latest Express Entry Draw 2024, OINP Draw, international students in Canada. The Canadian immigration landscape continues to evolve with recent developments shaping the pathways to permanent residency and highlighting emerging trends in the system. From the latest Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP, Draw to significant increases in asylum claims by international students, the immigration narrative is rich with new insights and challenges. Additionally, Statistics Canada's release of data on the educational achievements of racialized immigrants sheds light on the diverse experiences within Canada's immigrant population. Amidst these developments, the latest Express Entry Draw stands as a key event, offering opportunities for skilled workers to pursue their Canadian dreams. Let's delve into these recent updates and their implications for immigrants and the broader Canadian society. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for upcoming episodes. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. First, Ontario OINP Draw of April issues 209 PR invitations. Today, the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program OINP Draw issued 209 invitations to apply, PR, for permanent residency status. Through the OINP foreign worker stream, Ontario targeted candidates with profiles having a job offer in 61 trade occupations and a score of 53 or higher. The prior OINP foreign worker stream draw conducted on January 19 focused on candidates who possessed employment offers in any of the occupations, meaning it was a general draw. Candidates who are extended an invitation are required to submit their full applications within 14 calendar days of receipt. Summary of OINP foreign worker stream draws 2024. Full list of occupations targeted in the OINP draw today. NOC 22,212, Drafting Technologists and Technicians. NOC 22,301, Mechanical Engineering Technologists and Technicians. NOC 22,302, Industrial Engineering and Manufacturing Technologists and Technicians. NOC 22,311, Electronic Service Technicians, Household and Business Equipment. NOC 22,312, Industrial Instrument Technicians and Mechanics. NOC 70,010, Construction Managers. NOC 70,011, Home Building and Renovation Managers. NOC 70,012, Facility Operation and Maintenance Managers. NOC 72,010, Contractors and Supervisors, Machining, Metal Forming, Shaping and Erecting Trades and Related Occupations. NOC 72,011, Contractors and Supervisors, Electrical Trades and Telecommunications Occupations. NOC 72,012, Contractors and Supervisors, Pipe Fitting Trades. NOC 72,013, Contractors and Supervisors, Carpentry Trades. NOC 72,014, Contractors and Supervisors, Other Construction Trades, Installers, Repairers and Servicers. NOC 72,020, Contractors and Supervisors, Mechanic Trades. NOC 72,021, Contractors and Supervisors, Heavy Equipment Operator Crews. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. NOC 72,022, Supervisors, Printing and Related Occupations. NOC 72,024, Supervisors, Motor Transport and Other Ground Transit Operators. NOC 72,100, Machinists and Machining and Tooling Inspectors. NOC 72,101, Tool and Die Makers. NOC 72,102, Sheet Metal Workers. NOC 72,103, Boiler Makers. NOC 72,104, Structural Metal and Platework Fabricators and Fitters. NOC 72,105, Iron Workers. NOC 72,106, Welders and Related Machine Operators. NOC 72,200, Electricians, except Industrial and Power System. NOC 72,201, Industrial Electricians. NOC 72,203, Electrical Power Line and Cable Workers. NOC 72,204, Telecommunications Line and Cable Installers and Repairers. NOC 72,205, Telecommunications Equipment Installation and Cable Television Service Technicians. NOC 72,300, Plumbers. NOC 72,301, Steam Fitters, Pipe Fitters and Sprinkler System Installers. NOC 72,302, Gas Fitters. NOC 72,310, Carpenters. NOC 72,311, Cabinet Makers. NOC 72,320, Bricklayers. NOC 72,321. Insulators. NOC 72,400. Construction millwrights and industrial mechanics. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. NOC 72,401. Heavy duty equipment mechanics. NOC 72,402. Heating, refrigeration and air conditioning mechanics. NOC 72,403. Railway carmen/women. NOC 72,404. Aircraft mechanics and aircraft inspectors. NOC 72,406. Elevator constructors and mechanics. NOC 72,410. Automotive service technicians, truck and bus mechanics and mechanical repairers. NOC 72,422. Electrical mechanics. NOC 72,423. Motorcycle, all-terrain vehicle and other related mechanics. NOC 72,500. Crane operators. NOC 73,100. Concrete finishers. NOC 73,101. Tile setters. NOC 73,102. Plasterers, drywall installers and finishers and lathers. NOC 73,110. Roofers and shinglers. NOC 73,111. Glaziers. NOC 73,112. Painters and decorators, except interior decorators. NOC 73,113. Floor covering installers. NOC 73,200. Residential and commercial installers and servicers. NOC 73,201. General building maintenance workers and building superintendents. NOC 73,202. Pest controllers and fumigators. NOC 73,209. Other repairers and servicers. NOC 73,400. Heavy equipment operators. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. NOC 73,402. Drillers and blasters, surface mining, quarrying and construction. NOC 82,031. Contractors and supervisors, landscaping, grounds maintenance and horticulture services. NOC 92,100. Power engineers and power systems operators. When was the last Ontario OINP draw in 2024? The last Ontario OINP draw was held on March 19 under the Masters and PhD graduate stream, sending out a whopping 1,654 permanent residency invitations. Latest Express Entry Draw 2024, new rounds of invitations. The latest Express Entry Draw on April 24 issued 1,400 invitations to apply, ETAs, for Canadian permanent residency in a francophile draw. The Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS, score increases by 22 points to 410 due to a slight reduction in the number of invitations as compared to the previous French-focused draw. Previously, on April 23, IRCC sent out 2,095 invitations to apply, ETAs, for permanent residency in a general round of invitations. The Comprehensive Ranking System, CRS, score continues to remain high at 529. Also on April 11, IRCC issued 4,500 permanent residency invitations in the first STEM occupation targeted round of invitations for 2024. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. And just a day before that, on April 10, the IRCC sent out 1,280 permanent residency invitations in a general draw. Below are the details of the Express Entry Draw for the month of April. We can expect more rounds of invitations this week, probably French-focused and healthcare-focused. Summary of the Express Entry Draws in March. Recently, IRCC added more occupations to the list of occupations eligible for 50 additional CRS points with a certificate of qualification. Latest Express Entry CRS score distributio. CRS score trend in 2023. Analysis and next Express Entry Draw 2024 prediction, updated every Friday. With the IRCC's focus on targeted Express Entry draws in 2024, the CRS cutoff score is expected to stay on the higher side of 520 plus for general or all program rounds of invitations. Among category-based draws, it is anticipated that French-focused draws will be more frequent as compared to other categories. The CRS cutoff score is estimated to be low in this draw for francophones as well as in the agriculture, transport, and trade draws. So the picture has almost become clearer on the implementation of targeted draws and the continuation of all program draws. IRCC express entry draws continue to be competitive, and there seems to be no hope for profiles with a CRS score less than 520 in general draws, until or unless IRCC holds a massive draw. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Profiles with less than 520 CRS scores should focus on improving their profile by getting a certificate of qualification, improving language scores, gaining more experience, etc. We still expect that IRCC will continue no program specified and targeted draws this year in the upcoming weeks. Among the category-based draws, we are now expecting to see significant size STEM targeted draws, along with general draws. Our expectation is that express entry draws for transport, agriculture or agri-food, and trades would be less frequent as compared to the francophone category. For all program draws, we are expecting the CRS cutoff score to be around 530 plus in upcoming rounds of invitations. An important thing to watch out for is the number of rounds of invitations in the upcoming weeks, which will determine the CRS cutoffs. There are definitely high chances of another STEM and healthcare targeted round of invitations in the upcoming draws. Our general advice: check out the complete list of 100 professions that can receive 50 extra CRS points for a certificate of qualification, which the IRCC updated on September 8, 2023. Our advice for eligible applicants continues: to create their express entry profile as soon as possible, even if their occupation is not on the list of targeted categories, and then try for PNPS. If you are someone already with a valid profile in the express entry pool, but your spouse has at least 6-month experience in one of these 82 eligible occupations for targeted draws and your overall CRS score is less than 520, then make them your primary applicant, even if your overall CRS score drops to near 450. Candidates with at least 6-month experience in one of these occupations who have not yet created a profile, what are you waiting for? Create your profile ASAP. We are also updating our prediction for the next express entry draw cutoff as below. Next express entry draw CRS score prediction, updated every Friday. Express entry 2024, processing time. Check out the latest express entry processing times. Furthermore, check the comparison with the previous week. Asylum claims by international students in Canada rise by 1,500%. A staggering 1,500% surge in asylum claims by international students over the last 5 years has recently jolted the Canadian immigration landscape. Concerns have been raised regarding the potential exploitation of the study permit system to access and continue to remain in Canada in light of this meteoric rise. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Numerous members of the public and experts alike have expressed skepticism regarding the effectiveness and morality of the nation's immigration policies in response to this matter. This article provides an in-depth analysis of the surge, including its implications and potential remedies for the challenges it poses. The surge, an examination in greater detail. As per data obtained by the Globe and Mail from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, the number of international students filing asylum claims has experienced a significant surge, increasing from 1,515 in 2018 to 25,465 in 2023. Since 2018, this astounding growth has been especially pronounced in higher education institutions, where rates have increased by more than 4,000%. This dramatic increase, according to experts, is indicative of the study permit system being manipulated to gain entry and remain here, thereby putting a strain on the nation's resources and calling into question the legitimacy of the immigration process. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. A multitude of factors have played a role in the unprecedented upsurge of foreign student asylum applications. The promise of an accelerated path to Canadian permanent residency for individuals who labor and pay high tuition fees is a significant motivating factor. The policies of the government, which encourage foreign students to seek permanent residency upon completion of their studies, have contributed to this perception. An additional determinant is the utilization of the study permit system as a means to secure entry to the country. Foreign students are permitted to work full-time during designated breaks and part-time while enrolled in school. This opportunity to acquire work experience and income makes the country an alluring location for students who intend to eventually settle there. Difficulties and implications. The increase in asylum applications submitted by foreign students poses a number of obstacles for the country. Primarily, it imposes a burden on the nation's infrastructure and resources. Asylum seekers contribute to the strain on social services and housing systems, which are already overwhelmed in their efforts to provide housing for the expanding population. Additionally, the abuse of the study permit system compromises the security of Canadian immigration laws. The erosion of public confidence in the immigration system has the potential to provoke a rebellion against asylum and lawful immigration claims. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Subsequently, this may result in more stringent immigration regulations and an environment that is less hospitable to immigrants and foreign students alike. Possible resolutions. In order to tackle the surge in asylum claims made by foreign students, a comprehensive strategy is necessary that targets the underlying factors as well as the manifestations of the issue. Among the possible solutions are the following. Strengthening the study permit system. Preventing the misuse of the system to enter and remain in Canada could be accomplished by implementing more stringent controls and conducting more comprehensive background checks on foreign students. The potential inclusion of more stringent financial and academic prerequisites for students aspiring to enroll in Canadian academic establishments is a possibility. Support for integration enhancements. Enhancing assistance for the assimilation of foreign students into Canadian society may contribute to a decline in the volume of asylum applications. To aid students in acclimating to life in Canada, this could encompass job search assistance, cultural orientation programs, and more extensive language instruction. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Examining the underlying factors contributing to the upsurge, it is critical to address the fundamental causes that motivate foreign students to apply for asylum in Canada. This entails rectifying the misconception that the study permit system provides an expedited path to permanent residency and elucidating the program's prerequisites and constraints. Enhancing public awareness and education. A potential counter-argument to the negative perceptions and potential backlash against lawful immigration could consist of educating the public about the advantages of foreign students and the significance of a transparent and equitable immigration system. Over the past 5 years, the number of asylum applications filed by foreign students has increased by 1,500%. This is a complex issue requiring a nuanced and comprehensive response. It is of the utmost importance to strengthen the integrity of the study permit system and address the underlying causes of the surge in order to effectively mitigate the challenges it poses. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Canada can maintain the efficacy, transparency, and fairness of its immigration policies in their efforts to attract and integrate foreign students and immigrants worldwide by implementing a proactive and well-balanced strategy. Statistics Canada releases new data on the educational achievements of racialized immigrants. Racialized immigrants across Canada, and especially racialized immigrant women, are now more educated than ever according to a recent Statistics Canada (Stats Can) release. Comparing data from Canadian censuses gathered in 2006 and 2021, Stats Can has put together its findings about what it calls the evolution of the education of individuals aged 25 to 64 by racialized group, gender and immigrant status. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Note: the data below covers only the information relevant specifically to racialized immigrants. Click here for Stats Can's full release, which discusses general information about racialized groups in Canada and more. Educational achievement of racialized immigrants across Canada in 2021. Among racialized immigrants aged 25 to 64, the percentage of people with a bachelor's degree or higher has gone up by more than 14% over time. Specifically, among racialized immigrants who were admitted to Canada before 2011, this percentage was 41.5%. When evaluating racialized immigrants who were admitted to Canada between 2011 and 2021, however, this percentage rises to 55.8%. Note: in total, 46.4% of all racialized immigrants across Canada had at least a bachelor's degree in 2021. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. StatsCan says that the term racialized group is derived directly from the concept of visible minority. The Employment Equity Act defines visible minorities as persons, other than Aboriginal peoples, who are non-Caucasian in race or non-white in color. Racialized women and recent immigrants among Canada's most educated. In 2021, racialized women and recent racialized immigrants were among the most educated in Canada. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Recent immigrants are defined by StatsCan as those who landed in Canada in the 10 years leading up to the 2021 census. Also noted by StatsCan was that the increase in the education level of racialized immigrant women was larger than the increases among racialized non-immigrant women. As an example, StatsCan notes that, between 2006 and 2021, there was a 15.3% increase in the number of racialized immigrant women with at least a bachelor's degree. Specifically, this number grew from 31% in 2006 to 46.3% in 2021. Meanwhile, among racialized non-immigrant women across Canada, this increase was only 9.9% over the same time, 42.1% in 2006 to 52% in 2021. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Why there are now more educated racialized immigrants in Canada than ever before. Stats can suggest that these levels of growth may generally be attributed, at least in part, to the types of immigration programs that are welcoming these racialized recent immigrants. According to the available data from 2021, more than half of all immigrants living in Canada who were aged 15 and older, 53.2%, came to this country through an economic immigration program/category. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Separated by when they arrived in Canada, 58.0% of these immigrants arrived here between 2011 and 2021, while 50.8% of these immigrants came to Canada before 2011. Stats can note that economic immigration categories and programs are often signals of higher education because in most immigration programs in Canada, higher educational attainment is part of the admission criteria under the economic category. Express Entry Draw invites 2,095 candidates to apply for PR. Express Entry draws continue to shape the landscape of Canadian immigration, with the latest draw conducted by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, on April 23, 2024, inviting 2,095 candidates to apply for permanent residency. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. This draw, marked as Express Entry Draw number 294, encompassed candidates from all three Express Entry streams, making it a general draw. In a general draw, candidates from the Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSDP, and Canadian Experience Class, CEC, are invited to apply for Canadian permanent residency. The number of invitations issued, the rank required to be invited, the date and time of the draw, as well as the comprehensive ranking system, CRS, score of the lowest ranked candidate invited, are key metrics in assessing the draw's outcomes. For draw number 294, the number of invitations issued stood at 2,095, with the CRS score cutoff of 529. Candidates required a CRS score of 2,095 or above to be invited to apply. The tie-breaking rule for this draw was set at November 8, 2023, at 17:50 and 29 seconds UTC. In cases where more than one candidate has the lowest CRS score, the tie-breaking mechanism is based on the date and time they submitted their Express Entry profiles. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. Candidates who received invitations in this draw now have 60 days to submit a complete application for permanent residency to the IRCC. Those who were not invited will remain in the pool of candidates, with the expectation of potentially receiving an invitation in subsequent Express Entry draws. Looking ahead, the next Express Entry draw is anticipated to occur on April 24, 2024. IRCC typically conducts Express Entry draws once every 2 weeks, with details such as the date, number of invitations, minimum CRS score, and targeted stream not disclosed beforehand. The outcomes of these draws are influenced by various factors, including the Canadian economy, labour market dynamics, and immigration targets outlined in the Canada Immigration Level Plans 2024 to 2026. Express Entry draws play a pivotal role in facilitating the immigration of skilled workers to Canada through three primary programs: the Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, the Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSDP, and the Canadian Experience Class, CEC. These programs aim to attract individuals with the skills and experience necessary to contribute to Canada's economic growth and societal development. The Federal Skilled Worker Program, FSWP, targets individuals with specific skill sets and work experience that are in demand in Canada. Eligibility for this program is determined based on factors such as age, education, work experience, language proficiency, and adaptability. Similarly, the Federal Skilled Trades Program, FSDP, is geared towards skilled workers with experience in trades that are in high demand in Canada. Candidates must possess practical training and work experience in occupations such as carpentry, plumbing, welding, and electrical work, among others. Eligibility criteria for the FSDP include trade qualifications, work experience, language proficiency, and the ability to settle in Canada. If you any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. The Canadian Experience Class, CEC, caters to individuals who have acquired skilled work experience in Canada and wish to transition to permanent residency. This program is open to temporary foreign workers and international graduates who have gained qualifying work experience in the country. Eligible candidates are evaluated based on their Canadian work experience, language skills, and educational background. With a streamlined application processing time of 6 months, the Express Entry program remains the preferred route for immigrants seeking to obtain Canadian permanent residency. Utilizing a points-based system, the program assesses candidates based on factors such as age, education, work experience, language proficiency, and adaptability, ensuring that those who possess the skills and attributes sought by the Canadian labour market have a pathway to residency. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. In the first Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, OINP, draw of April, 209 invitations were issued to candidates seeking permanent residency. This draw signifies Ontario's commitment to attracting skilled workers who can contribute to the province's economy and communities. As Canada's most populous province, Ontario offers diverse opportunities across various sectors, making it an attractive destination for immigrants. Meanwhile, the latest Express Entry draw saw 2,095 candidates receive invitations to apply for permanent residency, marking another significant milestone in Canada's immigration journey. With the Express Entry system serving as a key pathway for skilled workers, these invitations represent hope and opportunity for individuals seeking to build their lives in Canada. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. However, amidst these positive developments, challenges persist. The rise in asylum claims by international students, increasing by a staggering 1,500%, underscores the complex realities faced by immigrants in Canada. While international students contribute significantly to Canada's academic institutions and economy, factors such as precarious immigration status and barriers to employment can lead some to seek asylum. Furthermore, Statistics Canada's release of data on the educational achievements of racialized immigrants highlights disparities within the immigrant population. While many immigrants excel academically and professionally, systemic barriers and discrimination can hinder their full integration into Canadian society. Addressing these disparities requires concerted efforts from policymakers, employers, and communities to promote diversity and inclusion. If you have any query, please contact us on Instagram and Gmail. As Canada continues to navigate the complexities of immigration, it is crucial to recognize the contributions and challenges of immigrants from all backgrounds. By fostering a welcoming and supportive environment, Canada can harness the talents and potential of its diverse immigrant population, driving innovation, economic growth, and social cohesion. That is all for today. In this video, what are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.